Productive forces.
Yes.
Natural forces.
Yes.
Physical forces.
Yes.
Like steam, water. Productive forces cost nothing. But just as a man requires lung, work of man's hand to consume physical forces productively.
Yes.
Once discovered, the law of magnetic needle is in the field of an electric current, or the law of iron.
Yes.
Extensive apparatus. The tool, the machine.
Yes.
Being a dwarf. Human organism, it expands. Multiplies.
Yes.
To work with a manual tool. A machine handles the tool. Stupendous physical productivity yields up. The parts cheapened, made dearer.
Yes.
More loaded.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Wow.
Wonderful. They had you on their team, Mark.
Wow.
It was a quiet night on the spaceship Das Kapital. Captain Karl Marx emerged from the psionic chamber naked, drops of thought dripping from her perfect breasts. It had been a long day spinning space yarn. She smiled, thinking about her met quotas. Her thoughts turned to the mysterious device in hold 69. She had been told that a physical therapy session with the experimental new machine would increase her productivity. From 300 mule spindles to 450 or more. She hurried to the iron doors of hold 69 and caressed the pink button. The door opened, revealing an 8-foot androgynous robot with 6 arms. 150 hours of labor later, she thought to herself, "It's true. The Orgasmatron 336 and 5/8, this really can do the work of 250 mule and female men, working for 2,700 days, 10 hours each, combined with endless pounds of cotton wool costing 50 cents each. 16 of these machines, driven by oxygen, do as much work in a day as 750 people did on average. She exploded with the orgasmic power of the Big Bang as the wool was separated from the seed.
Das Gigolo. The 66 male prostitutes need a better pimp. Because they give a 1-hour orgasm in half an hour. But imagine that one 3,000-pound dildo can do the work of 66 unemployed male prostitutes. And what's more, these very male prostitutes were forced to build the dildo that displaced them. And even now, if you buy the dildo today, your only cost for the year is lube.
All you need is lube. Ba-ba-da-da. All you need is lube. Ba-ba-da-da. All you need is lube. Lube. Oh, lube is all you need. Lube is all you need.
Lube is all you
Lube is all you need.
Lube is all you need. Anyway, besides, working in a dildo factory is easier than a life selling tricks on the street. But if you're a big boss man, you might just want 66 cheap-ass hooker blowjobs instead of that 3,000-pound, hour-long dildo-gasm. Like if their Thai prostitutes are Slovenian or from Mashpuki land. Of course you've been to Mashpuki land. And when does that, and where does that leave our big dildo boss man? In the cat house full of dildopreneurs.
Hence the inception of a nowadays sex machine invented in England and now. Just as in the 16th and 17th centuries, machines were invented in Germany to be lubed for our pleasure. And just as many a French invention of the 18th century is exploited in England alone.
Yes!
In the older countries, machinery, when humping creates such a humping boner of labor and other branches that in these latter, the fall of wages below the value of labor power impedes the use of machinery. And with the standpoint of the capitalist, whose profit comes not from a diminution of the labor employed, but the labor paid for, renders that use superfluous and often in some considerably diminished, and in some cases even entirely abolished. Why? Because the factory acts make 2 sets of children necessary. Indeed, children are not even necessary anymore. Because the use of sex machines to pleasure the capitalist, one working 6, the other 5 hours. Hence the substitution of machinery for the half-timers. Before the labor of women and children under 10 years of age was forbidden in mines, capitalists considered the employment of naked women and girls. In the real text. For sure. In company with men, we didn't need to add. So far sanctioned by the moral code and especially by their ledgers that it was only after the passing of the Act that they had recourse to machinery. The Yankees have invented a stone-breaking machine. English will not make use of it anymore because of the stench. English do not make use of it because the wretch who does the work gets paid for each small portion of his labor. The machinery would increase pleasure, production to the capitalist. In England, women are still occasionally used instead of horses for hauling canal boats.
That's true.
Wow.
Because the labor required to produce horses' machines is an accurately known quantity, while that required to maintain the women of surplus population is below all capital, but undoubtedly steaming hot. Hence nowhere do we find a more shameful squandering of human-laden power for the most despicable purposes than in England, the land of machinery. Next section. The intimate effects of the subtle machinery on the capitalist human. The starting point of modern industrial, mechanical, lubricated desire is, as we have shown, the revolutionary subtlety, responsiveness, in the instruments of orgasm. And this revolution attains its most highly developed form in the organic pulsing system of machinery and a system of infinite beds, each with incredibly crisp sheets. Before we inquire how material is incorporated with this objective organism, let us consider some general effects, each more overwhelmingly desirable than the last, of this revolution on labor herself.
All right. That's it.